Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Tanks, and this is Green Viper, brought to you today on 8/21. Something special happened in the premium shop that I've been talking about for the last month, and it is the VK7501K, German heavy tank, the little brother to the Tier 9, and let me tell you, this vehicle is absolutely wonderful. It has rounded armor versus the traditional square armor of German heavy tanks. Why is this so good? Because it's going to allow you to have a little bit more flexibility as being a good side scraper as well as bouncing more shots. Cresting ridge lines, I'm not really seeing it. We're looking at the picture right here, and in doing so, I think that with the players that love to play like the Panzer VII, the VK4502, P is very similar to it, as well as, you know, some of the other vehicles along those lines. Now, what makes this vehicle so special? Is it an overpowered vehicle? Is it a vehicle that is like maybe RNG, favored? Is it a vehicle that is a weighted that needs to be well-rounded, something that's actually balanced? In the right hands, it could be very, very capable on the battlefield. There's a number of factors. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to review this vehicle, and we're going to start from ground up. And let's take a look at it. So first things first, this is what Wargaming has on its main page. Nothing too special about it other than what it's really saying that it has as for its counterparts that were released in Gamescom. I've just kind of taken a moment and soaking it all in. I'm not real enthused about it because I don't really see anything that sticks out other than this large front end, which this front sprocket is obviously going to be tracked. So just from the picture automatically tells me it's going to be tracked a lot. Does it make me nervous? Yes. Maybe start considering crew skills. Crew skills, repairs. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you have all crew members that have the repair perk, it's going to repair very, very fast. So, just off the get-go, and I'm just looking at the main page. So let's scroll down some. So here they have some packages. Wow, $82.99 for the top package. But wait, didn't Wargaming release those 20% off coupons? What was it, like 2 weeks ago? And I'm pretty sure everybody has those in their little coupon reserve on the premium shop page. So even if you went with the bottom, the bottom package or one of the middle packages, 20% off of that. I don't know. That seems like a pretty good deal, because if this is $82.99, 20% off of that, you're looking at maybe $60. $61, somewhere around there. It might seem like a good deal, because if you average out the cost of 5,000 gold and 5 million credits, and then you get all these additional so-called reserves as for bonuses, and sum that up with this vehicle, it actually might be worth it. But who's to say? We haven't seen the vehicle yet. So let's go over to the garage right after we watch the video and see what Wargaming has to say about this. Let's take a look.
Amateurs of German vehicles know these shapes very well. Large silhouettes, straight lines, and a rear turret placement. These are distinctive features of German super heavy tanks. However, looks can be deceiving. Can this Tier 8 premium heavy tank repel enemy forces and cause as much damage as other same tier heavies? Does it have surprises other than this strange inscription? Let's check it out. The first question about any heavy tank is, does it have good armor? This is the right question to ask. It requires a thoughtful and considered answer. Let's start with the good stuff. The turret front and gun mantlet are thick enough. They can withstand hits from guns with penetration of 250 millimeters. And this basically includes most Tier 8 and 9 vehicles, excluding tank destroyers. The science doesn't know for sure whether its frontal armor is related to its gun mantlet. But the turret is great, and that's a fact. As for its weak spot, well, it's the commander's
pretty
coppola,
damn
which
cool.
is no secret. Still, you can cover it by raising your gun or moving out to the right side of cover.
Wait, stop right there.
Enemies will have trouble hitting raising your gun.
Did you guys see that on how it's angled right here? Look at this. So normally you would shoot the cheeks left or right of the gun to penetrate the frontal turret. So here you're angling it slightly to increase the armor value, and you're raising your gun slightly to help protect your cupola, or cupola as some of you would like to say. This is the same factor as when you're playing other tanks, some kind of like the Swedish mediums. Same thing. When you're hull down, same situation. You know, a lot of individuals don't do this right here. I'm glad that Wargaming put this in this video, because this is something that I've been talking about for quite some time, and it's nice because a lot of new players, and even some seasoned players, sometimes we forget, or sometimes we don't know at that point in time when you're engaging the enemy. And the reason why I'm saying that it's a good thing is because, you know what, it's nice having a refresher course. So good job, Wargaming. Hats off to you.
Or moving out to the right side of cover. Enemies will have trouble hitting it, even at medium distance. And, well, after several failures, the enemies will try to hit the VK's hull.
So right here, he's going forward and backwards, which is called juking.
The lower glacis plate is over 200 millimeters. The upper glacis plate has more than 260 millimeters of effective armor.
That's pretty damn good.
Armor plates,
what about the mid?
Here reaches 270 millimeters. Besides this, if you angle the
So we're going to stop right there. The reason why we're going to stop right there is because if you noticed on how the vehicle was going forward and backwards, that increases this armor value. It's called juking. So if you're able to do that while you're side scraping, and as well as the front, so when the vehicle goes backwards and you slam on the brakes, so to speak, this armor factor starts to angle a little bit more, so that 295 can jump up easily, maybe 3.5, 310, somewhere around there. And the same goes for these other ones. So if you time it correctly, when the enemy is shooting you and you're counting his reload, it gives you a better chance of either blocking his shot or ricocheting it to reduce damage intake. So I'm glad that Wargaming's putting this here. Hell yeah, good job, man. So proud of you guys.
hull front, the values will be even more impressive. Keep in mind, we're talking about a Tier 8 tank. Even Tier 10 vehicles might not penetrate its armor in some cases. The hull armoring behind the tracks
is 100 millimeters. Is huge.
Pretty good. When positioned at ricochet angles, the VK can deflect shells even from the most formidable opponents. Together with a sturdy turret, the vehicle armoring gives you confidence. You just need to get into position and knock off shells. But it's not that simple. The vehicle has weak spots. Tankers should never forget about them. For example, when the Pz.Kpfw is cresting a hill, its lower glacis plate becomes vulnerable to enemy hits.
I knew it. Look how flat that
its armor
is.
drops down to 160 millimeters. Even some Tier 6 vehicles can penetrate its armor at this angle.
So don't go that way.
On the other hand,
Problem
if an enemy
solved.
takes an elevated position, they can penetrate your hull roof and upper glacis plate. That's why this German tank should avoid clinching enemies with good elevation depression angles.
So
basically,
move your gun to the weak spot.
On the one hand, it's great. On the other, there are some nuances.
Whoops.
Commanders should really experience the zen of armored combat. Find a balance between good and evil, so to say. Between the armor and its absence. That's how you do it. First, avoid terrain irregularities. Second, use the hull front to trick an enemy into shooting at you. Third,
so like the Panzer VII.
Without exposing the lower glacis plate and front roller. To do this, make use of the tank's rear turret placement. Fourth, if you're able to hide your lower glacis plate, face your enemies head on. And, most importantly, act at the right time and place.
Basically, what he's saying is, if you're going somewhere,
it's pretty easy to choose
be committed to going there.
The tank likes neither terrain irregularities nor open spaces. Well, no heavily armored vehicles like them. So the choice is simple and clear. If you see a town, go there. There's a hill ahead. That's our goal. A nearby church. You know what to do. Another question is, are we in a hurry? And can we get there in time? The tank's top speed is 30 kilometers per hour.
Pre-plan before you go anywhere. That's what he's saying.
Its specific power is 12 horsepower per ton. The mobility is pretty mediocre. That's normal for vehicles with good armor.
It's pretty decent.
This German machine reaches positions slower than the IS-3, but faster than the VK100-01P or with dignity and German
Good
prudence.
heavens.
Fast vehicles will be the first to reach the battlefield, engage in combat, and distract enemies. This is when you draw your 128mm argument, your gun. Average penetration of the standard shell is 226mm.
Not bad.
Which is one of the best among all Tier 8 heavy tanks.
Not bad.
And it's one of the most important parameters for a tank that's supposed to earn credits. The APCR shell penetrates 263mm of armor.
263?
The gun accuracy is 0.39, but you can easily improve it to 0.34.
Yeah, but if you take food, then your
time can be decreased to 2.4
crew
seconds.
skill needs to be firefighting.
It's pretty good for a tank that prefers urban encounters. Firing this gun is fantastic, and it gets even better when you see the results.
490 Alpha.
The Pz.Kpfw
yeah, I was just going to say, it probably could roll for like 6 or 620.
Per hit. This is the ultimate winner among all Tier 8 premium heavy tanks. With a bit of luck, you can cause more than 600 HP of damage per hit. 3 shots can be enough to destroy any same-tiered vehicle. No other Tier 8 heavies can boast the same. This is the key feature of the vehicle. Basically, there are 2 types of Tier 8 heavy tanks.
Battle Buddy.
They either have good alpha damage, but in the reticle, it looks somehow like that. Or they have good accuracy, but damage per hit isn't impressive at all. The VK, however, features both good damage per hit and an accurate gun, which makes it super mean. Nevertheless,
If they had an
the
autoloader
lower rate
like
of
that,
fire and
good
damage per
heavens.
minute balance the tank's advantages. But ask yourself again, are you really in a hurry?
No. Be committed. Make a plan before the battle starts.
The commander
Assess the
of the
situation.
Pz.Kpfw is in no hurry. He chooses his lane deliberately and moves to an SPG-proof position. And he does so with dignity. Upon reaching the battlefield, he checks the battle situation and picks his target. If the target might have difficulties penetrating your armor, face it head-on, deflect shells, and hit it in return. This hit will be painful, all right. It might even discourage your enemy from trying it ever again. Then, you'll need another target. It might even be a formidable Tier 10 opponent. However, don't try to deflect its shells other than in extreme cases. If you do it right, you might have a chance. But don't trade your durability beforehand. Be patient and pick your moment. After they fire a shot, make your move. Even
Rotating
Tier 10
rates of
monsters
fire.
won't like it. In any case, be sure to stick to your allies and never play alone.
Yep. Battle
Your team
buddy.
won't allow opponents to get close.
Offset your rate of fire.
The super heavy VK7501K doesn't like close range encounters. It prefers fighting at medium distances where it can push back any enemy. When the enemy's spirit runs short, together with their hit points, it's time for you to lead the attack. The VK7501K will do so with its guard up. Your team will surely follow you. You're a warrior, a winner, and a reliable teammate. That's just how it has to be.
Just how it has to be. I don't think so, buddy. Alright, so we just seen what they want to put out from Wargaming as for how this vehicle is. And we all know that, you know what, those fairy tales just don't happen sometimes. So we're going to take a look in the garage. We're going to close this out, and we're going to go in the garage and we're going to look at it. And then we're going to see what we can do on the battlefield with it. Alright, so here we go. Just changing screens real quick, 1 second. Oh, got a message. Let me see what's up. How you like the new German Heavy? I'll let you know in a minute, buddy. Alright, so we got new German Heavy right here. This is German Crew. It came with some Crew, what do you call, First Perk Plus. So all I had to do is just activate it for the first one, which was Brothers in Arms, which every tanker should start off with Brothers in Arms because it builds off of every characteristics that you have for the increasing of, you know, basically having your vehicle at much more positive advantage on the battlefield. Because if you don't have Brothers in Arms as your 100% crew skill, then your vehicle is really going to suffer in reload, mobility, and spotting, the whole 9 yards. So Brothers in Arms is always better. Now we're going to go into the secondary skills and whatnot. So Wargaming has these booklets that you can earn. Actually, let's go over to that page. So it has these crew books, right? So say you want to purchase these crew books. You go over here and say you want, you know, training manual for Germany. All right? It gives you 250,000 experience. Costs us 2 million credits. I don't know about you, but grinding credits is actually pretty easy. I mean, I've never had problems grinding credits. But I mean, it gives you one crew skill with 250,000 XP for all the crew members. So I've already used it, and go back to the garage, and I got my secondary crew skill, and you know what, those are pretty awesome. I'm really excited because I wish Wargaming would have did that a long time ago. It would have made grinding vehicles and getting your crews up so much easier. Now The reason why I'm going with this config right here as for my crew skills is because just by looking at it, looking at the reviews, we're going to go over to the reviews in a second, but I put commander with brothers in arms and 6th sense. After I get that, I'm definitely going for my third perk for all my crew members is going to be repairs. Why? Because these tracks are huge. These tracks are huge, and you're slow, and you're going to be basically you're going to be a tracking target. Artie's going to love you, and HE, they're going to shoot HE at you all day long because they can't pen your front, or they're having difficulty penning you, so they're going to shoot HE at you. And so, obviously, it makes sense that your tracks are going to absorb it, and if not, get blown off track. So that would be my third crew skill. Why don't I put it as my secondary? Because definitely you need 6th sense. You definitely need 6th sense in this vehicle. Another crew perk that I wanted to put was snapshot, because I can tell you right now, German vehicles, and especially German heavies, the bloom is so big. Your aiming reticle bloom is so big. So if you can get snapshot, smooth ride, and then go down to like situational awareness for boosting your vision and safe stowage, because I don't know about you, but every German vehicle I've ever had, it's always ammo racked. So I got that. But my third skill on this is going to be repairs, and we'll probably go into like adrenaline rush, because anybody who plays World of Warships, as you're burning down, same thing in World of Tanks, as you're dwindling down in HP, adrenaline rush kicks in at like around 10% of your low HP, and you fire faster, like a lot faster. So just some things to throw out there. It's a recommendation, not telling you exactly what to put on, because every player is a little different. Me personally, I think I'll play this tank aggressively. So we're going to go over to the comparison list. So just off the bat, you can see right here that the VK7501K is like the VK4502B. It literally is very, very similar, but it doesn't have the square traditional armor like all the other ones. So here's the counterparts. The low, I already configured all these out to be maxed out, so that way you can actually see, because why do a review and a comparison if you don't max them all out, and yet you meet them on the battlefield and everybody has it all maxed out? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So we have 490, which is on par with the tier 9. And so it's got a tier 9 gun at tier 8. Okay, cool. Let's see our rate of fire. 4.26. It's on the low end. The low has a little bit better rate of fire. Hits you for 320. So I don't know. It looks like the Louval or low, however way you want to pronounce it, may be a winner in this category within the firepower section. Okay, so we're looking at reload time, 14 seconds. Okay, 9 versus 9 seconds of the low, 11 for the VK01, 101, excuse me, and then the VK45 we're looking at 12, almost 12 and a half. Okay, gun depression is absolutely horrible. Good heavens, this is this is Russian vehicle gun depression right here. 5 degrees. 5 degrees. 15 up. Well, the low has it beat hands down. Hands down. It's pretty close to the VK4502, and obviously the 101 is better in elevation as well as depression. But you know what? Aim time and dispersion. Aim time is almost on par with every one of them, literally. So what about dispersion values? Okay, dispersion, you're looking at 0.34. The low has this beat. Okay, got it. The other tier 8 and the other tier 9. So it's within there. It's within. So, and I think that's where snapshot and smooth ride really comes into effect. So this is why I was recommending those secondary skill perks to get that. So Brothers in Arms and smooth ride as well as snapshot is really going to help keep that bloom down, so that way your dispersion values cannot troll you as much. Look at this. DPM 2088. That's not too bad. That's really not too bad. I mean, I think once you get your reload time down, your DPM may increase slightly. So if you have, some Super Saiyan crew that you can throw in here, hey, go ahead and do it. But until then, hey, all the modules, so you can get premium modules with bonds that'll probably help reduce this, and then throw on a directive bond as well on top of that, so you can probably get it down just a little bit more. Your hit points are, well, it's the lowest of the bunch, and your whole armor is 180, so it's not too bad. It's better than the low though, so it's not too bad. It's pretty dang good, and especially since it's rounded, it gives you an advantage. The turret frontal cheeks, look at this thing. Frontal 250. Dang, that's actually pretty good. It's 100 on the sides, it's 80 in the rear. Too bad it wasn't like 100 in the rear. That'd be super awesome. So we're looking at specific power 11.8. So we're in the plus on here. It top speed's 30, 15 reverse. So it's on par with the tier 9, the VK, and it's better than the tier 8 VK 101P, but it's a little slower, obviously, than the low. Okay, I can deal with that. Traverse speed, low has it hands down, but the VK 7501K is a very close second runner-up. Concealment, well, it's a heavy tank. What do you got to say? It's a heavy tank. All right. View range, even with everything maxed out, everybody's at 462. You're looking at 439. So what can we do? Can we do situational awareness, recon? Can we do possibly, signal boost? Maybe even designated target to keep them lit a little bit longer. Definitely food is a plus, and I would say, vents would seriously be a plus to help try to boost this, because 390 originally is view range, and getting this boosted up to 439, I mean, it's stay close to your battle buddy. If you have someone that has better view range, pair up with them. All right, let's go to the garage. Let's try to get this going. So we already heard from what Wargaming has to put out. All right, got it. So obviously we're gonna need some modules here. So we're gonna need a gun rammer. Get back over here. There we go. We're gonna need a gun rammer. That's not what I want. Try it again. All right, large caliber gun rammer. Yes, 500,000. Feels like I'm at the grocery store. Here, just take my money. Alright. Our view range is 439. That is going to be bumped up to, hopefully. So we're at 398 right now. Okay, got it. Vertical stabs. Are we going to play it aggressively? Mid-range? Yes. So, vertical stabs. Get that going. Now, you could put coated optics on here to increase your view range, but I think that you're really going to trade off more shots on target, basically steel on steel, if you put an optic in here versus vertical stabs. Vertical stabs is basically going to help you get that reticle bloom at its minimal while you're traversing and shooting different targets. So I think this is a major plus. All right. Obviously, ventilations is going to help your firepower, mobility, and spotting. So you're looking at all these extra special abilities that your crew and vehicle can do, so why not, right? So we'll get that one going. Let's see what it does. Mount that. Look at that. 1469. Good. Alright, we're looking at 407 view range right now. Okay, okay. So, you know what? I'm not sure on how we're going to catch on fire as much, but we could either run, say, some German chocolate, or we can maybe just run a fire extinguisher for right now, and then when we get the firefighting skill, we can put chocolate back in here. But I would say start off with maybe like a fire extinguisher. But for this, for this right here, I think that we should probably try to get this reload down. It's 1469, so let's try to do chocolate. All right, 1469. Obviously, we're going to need some large repair kit because this thing is just huge. All right, let's see. We'll drop this down. We'll start building up. So this one here, you're looking at 472.7 if you pen at 65. All right, hold down. Obviously, everybody's going to stay hold down. Everybody's going to shoot around corners. Can you do damage, whatnot? So 10 rounds, sure, why not? Drop that to 20, maybe. We'll do 10 for that. Sure, why not? We could even do 18, and we'll do 2 more of that. Okay. Got it. Auto resupply, yes. Okay, so now, with that being said and done, we'll get that on. So here, we have a total of 14, a little over 14-second reload. Okay. Can we boost that down a little bit more? Gun rammer or some vents? Firepower and spotting? Yes. So we're going to put vent purge on. So 13.9. We're looking at 13.9. And our new spotting is 430. That's what I'm going to go with. Right, so I haven't played this. There's no battles in it. None whatsoever. And I need to accelerate my crew. Okay, so we're going to accelerate crew. I didn't put any other crew in here. No Super Saiyan crew that I have on my other vehicles and or in my barracks. This is the stock crew that came with the vehicle. So this is what we're going to build up on. We're going to take it out right now. We're going to see what we can do. And we're going to basically see on how everything handles. But first things first, we're just going to throw on some camouflage. We'll do some preset. Just get some camo on here right now. That looks good. Sure, why not? Right? Okay. Go here. Now, as every premium vehicle that you purchase or that was gifted to you, or I don't know, it's your birthday and someone, wanted to do something nice for you. The minute you go into battle, the chat's going to blow up. Wallet Warrior or, Daddy's Pet or something. You know what? So what? Who cares? They're upset because you got something and they just want to make fun of it. It's like bullies in school. Just ignore them. And when they come pick on you, you're in a tank. Go shoot them. Not in real life, but All right, let's take this out. You know what? Let's get some crew skill as well as something else. That's 50. Where's some 200s, 300s? 2 hours? No, we'll do 1 hour. We'll do 1 hour of 300. Additional crew? No. Experience? Yes, we'll do that one. Don't I have 1 hour around here? There it is. Alright, 1 hour. That's good. And I'm not worried about the vehicle XP. Or excuse me. Yeah, because it's not like I'm going to upgrade it. Alright, let's take it out. Here we go. Hopefully everybody out there is having a really good day. I'm really excited on taking this vehicle out. It's my first battle, so rather than being like a bunch of other streamers where they record 30, 40, 50 battles to get the very best one, I racked up 14,000 damage and blocked like 8,000 and did super duper, got all these special medals across the board like some Girl Scout badge collection. No, we're going to take it out first. We're going to see what's up. So who else has it on the enemy team? Let's see. Alright, I know what these guns can do. the 152. Alright, so we're top tier here. Okay, let's see. So we're going to take it to town. This is where basically the moneymaker is. We're going to have our AP rounds first, which, like I said, it's 226, 490 alpha. Premium, you're looking at 263, and this wonderful HE is 65 with the potential 630. But everybody knows it's going to roll probably for about maybe, you know, 200. I'm actually excited. I mean, it actually turns pretty decent. It's not a lot of, there's not a lot of ground resistance. It's actually pretty decent. Traversing the gun is not bad. Look at the bloom. The bloom is not too bad, so I would say continue on with those skill perks to get this up where it needs to be. I'm just going to cut this a little forward. We already see one. Snap. Wow. Oh my god. Alright, we got some fast mover over here. I'm going to go up to this rubble and try to do what we can do. If you notice, the cupolas on this side. I'm trying to use this side so that way we can see what we can see. Is he going to peek again? Don't you do it! Alright, so we know that there's an IS over here, which is right in front of me. Oh, we missed it. That would have been a nice kill. The reload is actually pretty, it's pretty on par, it's pretty fair. Is this tiger really exchanging with me right now? I feel guilty. Sometimes I feel bad when I go up against weaker players. And I'm not even a Unicom player. Well, quite frankly, I enjoy my life. I don't want to sit in front of a computer all day. I'm going to push forward. That was my mistake. Where's my battle buddies? Are they behind me? So they're all firing gold rounds. We got the Oni back there. So I shot him right in between the tracks and the upper side plate for the pan. I'm just using standard rounds right now, nothing fancy. Traversing. That's okay. 43 just hit me. Got it. Too easy. Right through the upper plate. It's actually pretty damn good. It handles and drives pretty good. It's almost like a fat medium right now. And like I said, this is pretty dang good. Nope, try to snap him. Not gonna happen. Come on, reload, 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 reload. That fat sucker's right there. Woo! HE. Okay, got it. Too easy. Alright, so right now that's what we're doing. We're getting that going. This team, it's pretty close. It's not bad. So we got 13. We got 1375 behind us. I gotta be careful. Thank you for playing. I appreciate it. I'm getting surrounded, team. Come on, help me out here. I have to watch my rear. Literally. Thank you for playing, little guy. So, gun handling's pretty damn good. I try to turn in. I try to turn into the rock. But you guys can see the mobility is pretty damn good. And it's not even like a 5-skill crew or an 8-skill crew or anything like that. It's pretty damn good. I'm gonna switch over. So the T-34-3 can easily take this guy. Nice. Watch out behind you, buddy. Watch out behind you. So, what are my first impressions? First battle. It handles pretty damn good. It's got a good gun without even using premium. It has pretty decent armor. It has traverse speed is pretty dang good. Honestly, I think this is going to be one of those vehicles that you have fun in. I really do. With a battle buddy offsetting your rate of fire, you are seriously going to have a really nice time. If you have 2 of these on the battlefield, you fire first, wait 5 seconds, 6 seconds, your battle buddy fires. Now you have a rate of fire of like what? Half the time. So, wargaming, good job. This vehicle is well rounded. Not just in armor, but in all of its characteristics. It's actually pretty damn good. So, I would say, if you're going to buy this, or if it's going to be gifted to you, or you just earned it from watching someone stream, I think you're going to have fun in it. And all in all, we're going to take a look at the post-game stats right after this, so we can see exactly what's going on. Because right now, just in that short battle, we're looking at an 8,000 win rate. Damage we did what? 2465? Not too bad. Efficiency 2066. And it's, you know what? It felt good. I wasn't super overwhelmed as in like it's super OP, but you know what? It really felt good. I'm actually really happy about this tank. So, not too bad. We ended on 3 kills. Let's go back to the garage and take a look at the post-game stats. That battle actually went pretty quick. So, it looks like we picked ourselves up a high caliber. Thank you very much. And we got a first class mastery badge. Nice. Excuse me. Obviously, we have fire for effect. An additional 5,391 XP. Sure, don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. We got a couple of these completed. Bounce house. Thank you. Party down. Thank you. What is this? Wow, we got that one too for an additional 50,000. Festival Day 3. That's pretty nice. So we racked up a total of 3,759, 3 kills, high caliber. We have 1,198 XP across the board. So it's better than the enemy team, and it's pretty dang good. So we fired 13 rounds, 10 hits, 9 pens. Okay. A couple of those snapshots were actually really good. Thank you, RNG. And you know what? Hits received 7. Pens, we took 5. Like I said, we're just trying to play it as simple as possible. Non-penetrations, we had 1. And you know what? We had 2 splashes from that wonderful Japanese tank. So thank you very mucho. But you know what? We got 212 for damage caused with my assistance. not bad. We traveled 1.13. Detail report. It earned 111,000 and some change, and the event reward we're looking at 50,000. Total amount is 161. So after basically after taxes, 132, 7 plus. Added to our reserve for the stock is 16,000. So you're walking away with a nice chunk of change. You're walking away with some good XP. So is it well rounded? I would say it's a pretty damn good vehicle as for a premium vehicle. It's well rounded. It hits really good. My recommendations, build up that crew for those snapshots, for that smooth ride, for that signal boost. You know, definitely 6th Sense and Brothers in Arms would probably be your best starters right there. Now I understand there's different play styles, but you know, that's the route I'm going, and I would recommend for new beginners and, you know, mid-level players, make sure you have a nice crew in here. Okay, so if you don't have one, start off with these here. But all in all, is it pound for pound more bang for your buck? Honestly, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. You're not wasting anything on it. So, as always, this is Green Viper giving you a fair assessment, hands down, no fluffing it, no frills, no, you know, cherry picking of all the videos. This is straight from my garage to yours. And as always, this is Green Viper signing out for the day, and I'll see you on the battlefield. So my best wishes go out to each and every one of you. And enjoy World of Tanks. Let's make it great again, you know what I mean? And I'll catch you on the Green Viper signing out. Cheers, everyone.